Good afternoon, everyone. My name's John Voss, and I wanted to thank you for attending our webinar, How to Place an Options Trade. We created this webinar to help everyone become more comfortable and confident on how to read and interpret our recommendations so that they can place them in their brokerage account. We do have the chat opened up. If you should have any questions, just put them in the chat and I'll be glad to address those as we go along. So, starting off, I'd like to go over a recommendation to buy a call on EQT that we put out earlier this morning. We recommended placing a day limit order to buy to open the EQT Corporation February 21st, 25, 45 strike call at a maximum entry price of $315. So there's different variables within the recommendation here that are extremely important. We're always going to have the underlying ticker, EQT in this case, and then we're going to have the action, buy to open. This means that when we buy to open a call, we're buying the ability to purchase 100 shares of EQT stock for $45 a share anytime between now and February 21st. Then we have the maximum entry price of $315. This is going to work as our limit order because the trading team does not want us to pay more than $315 to enter the trade. So let's go into the Schwab platform to see how to enter this. First thing I would do is click on Trade in the upper left-hand side and then select Options. There we enter our symbol, EQT, and select EQT Corporation from the dropdown. And the strategy defaults to call, which is what we're buying in this case. Now, remember, we want to buy to open. So under our action, we select buy to open. And for simplicity's sake, we're just going to recommend buying one contract. Now, for the expiration, the trading team selected February 21st. So let's choose February 21st from the dropdown. And then for the strike, they recommended $45. So we select $45 from the dropdown. And as you can see, this option contract is currently trading between $360 and $375. So it's very important to remember the trading team was very specific to not pay more than $315 per contract. So let's go and make sure we select a limit order, and our limit price is $315. And the timing is day. So essentially, we are instructing Schwab that we are willing to pay $3.15 for this option contract, although it's trading between $360 and $375. If this price drops down to $315 at any time during the trading session today, then it'll trigger our order and fill. So let's review our order and confirm everything is correct. Our trade is buy to open, one contract of EQT, February 21st, 45 strike call at a limit price of $315, and the timing is day. So it's going to cost us $315 plus 65 cents per contract, If our order is to fill, it's going to debit our account $315.66. So we would select place order. Now I'd like to look at a different recommendation that we placed last week on Urban Outfitters. This recommendation is for buying a call, but this is going to be strictly for illustrative purposes. So when they made that recommendation on December 20th, they said place it that day or the following day, but do not attempt to get in after that. So we do not want you to actually place the trade, but again, we're going to take a look at all the different variables to make sure that we know how to do so if needed. So let's go back into our Schwab platform, and we're going to select trade and select options. Here we start off as always, entering our ticker URBN. Select Urban Outfitters, and here we're buying the call. So we go back when we know whenever we open a position for a long call or put, we're going to select buy to open. There we go. Number of contracts. Just know that each contract is going to cost us, somewhere in the neighborhood of $780. So we're going to keep it at one contract for these purposes. And for the expiration, it is going to be March 21st, 2025. So this came out of our power trend strategy, which essentially is looking for momentum plays. So it takes a bit of time for these positions to run in our intended direction. And here we want to select the strike of $50. So here we are buying the ability to purchase 100 shares of Urban Outfitters for $50 a share at any time between now and March 21st. And right now, as you can see, the stock's trading at 55.74. So that is very much a good deal. So let's take a look at our order type. Our order type would be limit. And in the recommendation, they told us do not pay more than $780. So that, again, is going to serve as our limit price. Type in $780. And the timing is day. So that means if the option premium was to drop down from $850 to $780, then it would trigger our order. Let's review our order to confirm everything is correct. Where we have buy to open, one contract of Urban Outfitters for March 21st, the 50 strike call at a limit price of $7.80. And that is good for the day. So there you see it's going to cost you $780 because one contract is buying controlling interest of 100 underlying shares plus the 65-cent contract premium for a total of $780.66, and then you would select place order. Now what I would like to do is take a look at our recommendations that came out last night in our weekly options countdown. Now keep in mind the weekly options countdown is a little bit different format. There we recommend buying calls and puts that come out on Sunday evening, on the Sunday before the first Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern. So what we want to do is take a look at our Alphabet, Google 192.50 call, and they want us to have a profit target at 200%. But here they do not give us the limit price. Here they want us to use a market order. And the market order is valid only if the stock is trading between 192 to 196. So let's take a look at Google right now. We'll go in the trade, and then we'll go into options. GOOG. Make sure to select the proper ticker for the Alphabet shares. And here we recommended buying the call. So remember, we want to buy to open one contract of the January 3rd, this Friday, the 192.50 call. And they only want us to enter the trade if the stock is trading between 192 to 196. And right now it's trading at 193.33. So that's considered a valid trade. So here they recommend in this program a market order. So this means that you are placing the trade and you're willing to pay whatever the market price is, which is typically going to be the ask price of $270 per contract. So there you would review the order and confirm buy to open one Google contract for January 3rd, the 192.50 call at market. It's going to cost us about $268 plus our 65 cents per contract for a total charge of $268.66. And then we would select place order. Okay, so Daryl, thank you for asking a question here in the chat. What if the option is trading above the maximum price by the time you go to open the trade? That's an excellent question. So what we want you to do is if it's trading, the premium is over and above, we still want you to place a limit order, good for the day, in the amount of $315. So let's go back to our EQT recommendation, because this was a perfect example. Trade, options, and the ticker is EQT. And again, we're buying a call. So we want to select buy to open, one contract for February 21st. And we're buying the 45 strike call. So in our recommendation, we said don't pay more than $315. So we're still going to use $315 as our limit price. We're using the limit order, the amount of $315, good for the day. So right now it's trading about 50 cents over and above our maximum entry price. So when we submit our order to Schwab, it'll go into a pending status. And as the price of that option fluctuates throughout the session, hopefully it'll drop down to $315 and fill our order. If come 4 o'clock Eastern it never drops down, then since our order was a day order, it'll automatically expire at the end of the session. Now, looking at the recommendation, they say if you're unable to enter this position before the close today, we recommend you repeat the procedure the next trading day. So if you don't get filled today, this order will expire, and tomorrow when the session opens, Go in and do it all again. And hopefully, as it fluctuates throughout tomorrow's session, it'll pick up your 315 order. Let's see, do we have any other questions on the chat? I just want to make sure that everyone that's buying a call or buying a put understands the importance of using options in your trading. With truncated risk, you have unlimited upside, but a capped downside. The very worst you could lose would be your cost basis. But you could potentially earn 100, 200, 300% or more gains on buying your call or buying your put. So if anyone has any other questions, please feel free to send us a chat. Otherwise, I would like to let you know that we're always available via chat, via phone. You can always call us at 513-589-3800. And any of our customer success managers will be glad to help you however possible. And then also, if you like day trading, I would highly recommend our new program, the Dynamite Day Trader. Focuses on buying calls and puts, where we enter in the morning, exit in the afternoon, or some people that like to sell premium, there you can sell a put or sell a call in the morning and exit later that afternoon. So if you have any interest in the Dynamite Day Trader, highly recommend contacting your account rep and they will be glad to elaborate on that. If you have any questions, just let me know. I'll be glad to help. Otherwise, thank you very much for your time today, and hopefully I can meet with you again here in the future. Have a great day.